Okay. Oh, I'm nervous. Okay. Feels like I'm going live.
Nervous?
Yeah.
You still get nervous when you go live?
No, but I feel like we're going live now. I'd be nervous if we'd go live with a podcast.
Oh. Isn't it the exact same thing as pressing live and just sitting in Discord with someone?
Yeah.
That's where it zooms in our faces, just like... Okay. I mean, okay. I would say we've already started.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was about
so, yeah,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Except that's going to be like in the middle of our intro here, because I would like to include what we just did before.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, all right, go for it. Go for it. Why don't you introduce us?
Hi, everybody. It's the
we don't have a name.
We don't have a name set
it's
just
fine,
yet.
It's fine.
There might be like a really random rebranding of like what we're doing right now. So like,
yeah.
But it's going to be on at. We could say it's honest to say that it's going to be on the Colder Milk channel at least.
Yeah, I mean, even that I'm thinking about. You know, I'm actually. We'll take it later, but I YouTube is so tough with predicting how things do. So like if the difference between like, okay, you can go to an old channel and restart it after years, or starting something new and having to rebuild the audience, two very different things. So even that we can't say for sure. We can't talk about what channel we're on right now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The viewer right now is confused as hell.
Yeah. So this could be on a completely new channel, or it's on an old one, because they probably shadow banned Colder Milk, honestly.
Well, technically it is a bit of a shadow ban, actually, because the way that YouTube works is that a big part of what they look at if videos should do well is click-through rate, is if someone clicks on the video. So if we have, I don't know, how many subs do we have on our old Colder Milk channel? Like 250,000 or something? Am I way off?
Are you kidding?
No.
You're making fun of me.
No.
You're roasting me, right? Like,
no.
250,000?
Do we not have that many?
No. We're close. I would never have left Colder Milk if I had 250,000.
How many subs did it have?
At most 70. I think
no.
Yes.
No.
Yes, 100%. It had.
We passed 100,000.
No, we didn't. Where's my banner?
Oh, we have 67,000.
I mean, yeah, the subs dropped, of course, when like they deactivate accounts.
Of course. Yeah, like, it was. But my point stands.
40,000 people unsubbed.
My point stands that if you have a channel and you have that many subs, and then your video pops up, a lot of them will just skip it because they've forgotten what the hell it's about. You know, it's a lot of like. Yeah, they're doing their own thing. And then YouTube looks at that and is like, oh, only 0.3% of people who passed this actually clicked on it. And then you're basically shadow banned, you know, like, so that's a reason why we might be on a new channel. Or, you know, it doesn't matter to the viewer because we're on a channel for them. Like, this is just you and me spitballing here.
That's interesting. It's nice that you have that like YouTube insight. Because when I say it's shadow banned, I'm just like, it's shadow ban, you know, like that's why they're taking us down or something. It's like that's why we didn't pop off, you know.
Yeah.
But actually, it doesn't make sense.
A lot of YouTubers will. Have you seen that when they start a new channel because they believe that their channel is like has a lot of dead subs?
Yeah, I mean, I know what you're talking about.
No, I know which one you're thinking of. I'm thinking of two. There's another one I'm thinking of as well. They'll come out and they'll be like, listen, guys, like this channel's dead in the water. I'm hyped about this new channel. Everyone go over there. Like, I've got a lot of subs who don't have interest here. And then like cut to a few months later, you'll look at the new channel and it has like 1/10 of the views that their original channel had. And like, they'll have even like just gone back to the OG channel because their theory was wrong, you know, and it didn't work. So a lot of it, I think, is like conspiracy, or not conspiracy theories, but like perhaps doesn't. I think people think that it's more YouTube's fault than sometimes they perhaps just don't have good enough content. It's the sad truth.
Does changing the channel's name help anything, or is that also like
confuse the fuck out of people? If you and I go back to Colder Milk, we have all these old fans there, and then we change to like Mighty Fist. You know, people are just gonna skip because they're like, "Who the fuck
Mighty
is this?"
Fist is good. I'm thinking. I asked because this channel that I follow, they had a word in there. It wasn't a swear word, but it was like, imagine like killer or something in it. Like,
is this Niga Higa?
Okay, you gotta bleep that out, man. You can't say that word, dude.
But
good point.
Yeah,
good point.
Yeah,
like something like that.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, there's the shadow. The account is definitely shadow banned. So like, we're changing the name to not have the bad word in it.
Why aren't you saying what the channel name is?
I don't really.
It's not like you're talking shit about them. Like you're.
No, but the guy's problematic as well, I think. So I don't want to reveal who it is that I
Oh, you don't want people to judge you?
Yeah.
No, now you have to say. Aren't we... what did I say to you when we talked about this podcast?
Being raw.
Yeah. We can't start off with just like just holding info back. Is it that bad?
A little.
We go out the gates with people be like, ugh.
if it was like a VTuber, I wouldn't be embarrassed. You know what I mean? So yeah. It's almost worse.
Okay, how about this? You tell me, and then we can decide later if we censor it or not.
I write it to you right here.
Why don't you just say it? We can audibly censor it.
Because that's too much work for the editor, man. You gotta think about their
dude, just say
jobs.
Just say it.
I just wrote it to you, man. Thoughts on...
I don't even know who this is.
No? Okay, this channel is called Super Cult.
Okay.
And the guy who is like behind it is a comedian called Crystalia.
Oh, this guy! I recognize this guy.
Yeah.
Isn't this guy really controversial?
Yeah, he was like super canceled and like...
Am I sharing my screen? Yeah, I am.
Oh,
no,
hold
I'm
on.
sharing the wrong screen. Hold on, let me switch.
Ah, you see me.
Yeah, that's the wrong screen.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, the thing is, he was busted for like... He had like really like bad DMs with like minors, but then he like shared more context to those DMs where he was like, he would hit them up and then they'd be like, I'm 17, and then he would not talk to them anymore. But then there's more stuff that I didn't follow. So I'm not entirely like educated on how bad he really is. But
and this is the real reason we're doing this podcast. You're here to defend him.
No. I'm not here to defend anybody. But the thing is, I think he's so funny. And I try to separate the art from the artist.
From the artist.
Yeah. And you know what? I think that's okay.
Yeah. I mean, people do that all the time. You can think a guy's an asshole, but still enjoy something that he's put out. You can complete. But a lot of people, a lot of people would disagree with you on that.
I know.
Yeah.
But
they would hate you.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm just not in the mood to defend myself like that. Like, there's so many. Like, if you're thinking, like, there's a joke. You know that this guy is a comedian, Stavros something. He's on a ton of podcasts. He looks really like he's funny looking.
Stavros comedian.
Yeah, he's funny looking. Okay, like
okay, yeah.
He made this really good joke that like you can't, if you're gonna be like that about. If you can't separate art from the artist, you have to think about like, you can't use Pythagoras' theorem because like Pythagoras was like touching kids, you know what I mean? But he was like, he really had the math.
Wait, hold on. Is that confirmed?
All the fucking like old Greek.
No,
like,
hold on. Pythagoras touched kids.
Dude, how do you think this is a guy that's like relevant now? No, but like in like 1,000 years ago, all of these guys were touching kids. Like really? I mean, like Leonardo da Vinci
with a great start to the podcast.
Yeah, man. You don't know this? You don't know how these guys touch kids?
No.
Of course,
it's a fair point, though. I mean, that's it's a never go. It's a never. But I know what you mean with the whole like, I don't want to defend myself on this. We can't because it's a bit of a stamp I think, like to define yourself as like as that. I think.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when comedians, like I think you can have an opinion about that without making it your thing, you know. Which some comedians, I think, like they'll complain about cancel culture, for example.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time. And they mess up because they make it their thing. Like there's comedians that I find funny, and then the last couple of years, the only thing they ever joke about is cancel culture, and it's like, come on, man, like, can we have something? And like, I think it's one thing to make a joke about it, but it's another thing to make your whole, what do you call it? Your whole tour about it. Because it just, you're defining yourself as a guy who's whining about cancel culture all the time. And it just like, it's not even funny. You're just up there like tweeting live to an audience, basically. Like, it's just so like, can we go move on with it and have some actual like good jokes? So it's kind of a similar thing with you saying like, you don't want to defend yourself because you don't want to make, you don't care that much. Like you're just saying.
No,
that.
Absolutely not. Like, like if I had to face a choice, like to never watch like a podcast with him ever again, or like, you know, like do something else that's really bad. Like I'm not going to die on a hill for this guy.
No,
exactly. Like, if everyone is really like totally against me on it, then I'll be like, whatever, guys. Okay,
I
I'll
don't
stop
care
watching.
That much. Yeah.
Like okay, I'll stop watching, and then I'm gonna watch it anyway because you'll never know.
Yeah. No.
And then R. Kelly's a really bad guy.
Yeah.
We can both agree.
Yeah. But
come on. Like you're never gonna.
Well, you like his songs.
Remix to Ignition again.
He's that's a really easy one for me because I don't think I enjoy any of his songs. In fact, I couldn't name you one song that he's done. Sing Remix to Ignition or whatever you just said.
Here's the remix to Ignition, da 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 out the kitchen, da 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 banana banana the banana. No. I Believe I Can Fly.
No.
Really?
No, I know it. That's R. Kelly.
That's R. Kelly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Fair enough. You know whose music I can't listen to?
Chris Brown.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, yeah. I don't know. But what are they called?
Imagine Dragons.
I know what you're gonna do. I'm not falling for it. Shit. The one that's really bad.
I'm laughing at my own.
No, the one.
I the one with it.
It's really deep. Well, it's not really deep. It's bad. It's really bad. And they're called Rooftops. What's the band behind that called?
Lost Prophets.
Lost Prophets. I can't listen to their songs. Like that one's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, he did the worst thing in the fucking world.
Yeah. So I think like with that, my point is like that, like, I think it's just up to people to decide what they.
Like Hitler was a really bad guy, you know? But at least he didn't babies, you know?
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
that is like, even for him, he's like, you know what?
That's where Lost Prophets failed. I mean, I've read the court case on that, and it just stuck with me forever.
Okay. I mean, I was gonna ask you more about that, but like maybe we don't go because I haven't done that, so maybe we just like leave him alone.
No. And I think that's why I struggle because it's like I read into the details of the case. And it's so fucked up. So no, let's not. Episode 1, we're not talking about that.
And he's out, right?
Is he?
He's
scouring the streets because that guy.
Yeah, he's like actually roaming the streets.
No.
I think so.
I'm like scared.
I think he's free, man.
Okay. Yeah,
pretty sure.
Well, let's just let him fade into obscurity then. There's no point.
That sounds
people
good. People
love giving. I mean, I think there's a lot of bad people who are just famous for being famous, and then I think we should just let them fade to obscurity.
Yeah, but
I'll never mention him again.
I promise to never mention him again. Actually, as well. Yeah. You know, this is kind of. I felt like we should talk about our pact or our deal.
Yeah, which one?
you know which one I'm talking about?
No,
One because I think we mentioned it before, but how like maybe 2013, should we say? We agreed to never text each other again.
Oh, yeah.
To never like text or call each other again.
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't to never call or text, but it was to never talk about our lives with each other online.
Yeah.
Yeah, I 100%.
Which eventually became like, I'm sure if you look through our old like messages or history, it's just like do you want to do something or something?
Basic shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like really like, do you want to do something? Okay. Oh, I'm there in 10 minutes. And then the next day you're like, no. Do you want to play? Oh, sure. No.
Yeah. So basically, I remember that because we were going out every weekend. And the problem when you meet up that often as friends is you run out of things to talk about. And so that was a big reason, I think, that we decided, we were like, you know what? Let's not talk online about how we're doing and what's going on, because it'll allow for us to have more to talk about when we actually meet up. So that was my reason for it, I remember. And I think that now that it's been 10 years, we can review how that's gone. Personally,
I think so too.
Personally, I think that it's gone really well in terms of that when we meet, I feel like I haven't seen you in ages and we can actually have a good chat. And I feel really good about it. But I also think that sometimes it means I feel more distant from you. If we haven't met in a long time, I'll be like, and the norm of us is to never really talk about how our life. At this point, it's not even that I think about the Pact. It's just become the definition of our friendship. So I think like during Corona, I think it did worse for our friendship because we don't message each other about how things are going. So we just didn't talk for like half a year.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. And then like, because I think we would, I mean, the next time, like, let's say March 2020 is when it hit. We saw each other then like, maybe like around your birthday, you know?
Yeah.
That's
after,
like,
yeah.
That's
after
like it's like half a year of not seeing each other or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think there was about like 8 months that we didn't, but we didn't even like, we barely talked online as well. So, and I think that was a big effect from, we couldn't have predicted 10 years ago when we decided this, that there would be,
do you think, would you recommend it to any of the young people out there who maybe feel the same?
Yes.
In hindsight, this was a really good plan.
Yeah, you're like a really close friend of mine, and I think a lot of it is because we talk when we meet up. I have personally, I have so many people I talk to every day, and so it becomes this regular thing. But like when I meet you, I feel it's really special, and we sit down, we have a beer, and I feel really good about it. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't really have that feeling with others. Not in the same way, I think. I think a big effect of it is because we wait until we meet up.
I mean, there are guys like Patty. You don't see him every day. You know what I mean?
No.
So it doesn't make sense for you to do the thing with him.
Yeah. Although I will say you and I could probably stop that Pact idea now as well, because we're not meeting up every weekend now. The whole reason for it was because we were meeting up every week.
Yeah. I mean, that was also, that ended like, when did we like stop going out every week? Like, maybe we did it for like a year. Yeah. So like, why the like decade after that?
That's what a pact is, man. You never leave it.
That's true. That's true.
Blood pact. Yeah.
Except for now that you want to,
Now I think, now, listen, it's been a while now. I think we can talk about our lives online.
But now it's weird. Now I can't imagine just like,
just say like, hey, what's up?
Yeah. Oh.
I do think some people talk way too much online. Like, well, it becomes that kind of MSN thing where you're just talking about nothing. And I feel like you just get bored of each other. Like, it's healthy to take a little bit of a break from someone, and just let the events gather up and then meet up and be like, so what's going on in your life?
Yeah. The thing is, like, then when we do meet up, maybe it's a good thing, but we really like, we sit and we spend time for like 5 hours talking about like catching up basically. And it's good. It's good. Because the last time we met was, I can't remember.
Month ago.
Yeah, a month ago. In that time, lots of things can actually happen. And then we decided to start this. Yeah. It was really
that was 2 months ago. it was so long ago that we decided to do this podcast that my first idea that I wrote down in my notepad for podcast ideas was if you could go back in time and stop Kanye West from saying all the things that he's saying, what would you do? And that Kanye stuff was months ago.
We're not mad at him anymore, so
I guess it just shows like that was relevant then, you know, like not that we're only talking about relevant things on here. It just shows you like what my mindset was. I was like, oh, that could be interesting.
Oh, yeah. What was the thing that you brought up that night that I wanted to?
I thought it was the Kanye West thing.
Was it? I don't think so, because that didn't make me like, ooh.
You reacted to it. No, you did.
Yeah. No, but what I really reacted to was something else. It was really good. But that made me like, what you just said now made me like,
it's okay.
Because I don't know what I do.
No,
like, but
I mean, it's a terrible
banger.
question. Yeah,
you had an actual banger.
I wrote. Well, I'm not going to spoil all of my topics here.
But the specific banger that you had is what I'm looking for.
Okay. I had something about a game.
Could it be?
I one game that's big. One game that's what I wrote here is one game that's big today. Bring back. What is it? I think if
bring back. What is it?
It's not that.
Like an old game that you could bring back modern.
Yeah,
now?
And have it be good today. I think.
No, that wasn't it for me, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It wasn't good.
That's a fun subject. We'll talk about that another day.
Yeah.
Mainly just because I have a good one to talk about.
Then tell me.
Yeah, fine. Oh, such a waste of a good question, though.
What? The very first episode of this should be good. So that people watch and like want to watch the next one.
GunZ. I'd bring back GunZ. What?
The Duel?
Yeah, GunZ the Duel.
Yeah.
I think it's insane how ahead of its time it was. GunZ was a free-to-play game on a website called IJJI. They did lots of free-to-play games. And it was a third-person shooter where you have a sword and like and a shotgun and pistols and stuff. Very, think like The Matrix as a multiplayer game. Ooh,
it was the inspiration, right?
What?
Wasn't it like part of the inspiration?
I think it was, yeah, because it was like mid-2000s, early 2000s, so it's just after the Matrix craze. And you had abilities, like if you had a weapon out and you double-click forward or left or right or back, you do an action roll. But if you had your sword or dagger out, whichever you have equipped, you do a dash. Now, what people discovered, and this is something I love about games, when glitches kind of become a feature of the game in the movement and whatever.
It's a really good mindset to have.
Yeah. So people discovered glitches in how you could kind of work with a dash. So a simple thing would be if you're up against a wall, something you could do if you're up against a wall is wall run, if you're facing diagonally towards it, or if you're facing forward, you could run just straight up it. But something people noticed is if you jump, dash towards the wall, and then slash, that cancels the cooldown of the dash so that you can dash again. And if you jump against a wall, you do a backflip off it. But what you do then is you dash forward against a wall, jump, and then slash to cancel the flip, dash forward again, jump, cancel flip. And what ends up happening then is you just climb the wall really quickly. So that's just one thing that people discovered you could do to kind of speed up the movement. Another thing was, and all of this was called K-styling. You had all this kind of ways to cancel your movement, like slashing and sword and like cancel reloads and stuff. And what it all led to was this whole other game that the developers just embraced. And like, it reminds me so much of, this is being serious, of Fortnite in the way that you're like the way Fortnite kids will just like build a Taj Mahal in 2 seconds. And people in Warzone love the fast movement, and they're trying to find ways to kind of get to places faster. But they would all love GunZ.
Fortnite, they removed that in Fortnite, right? They don't do building anymore.
So yeah, I think a lot of people like me left Fortnite because of building. It just got ridiculous. So they still have building, but then they have a separate mode called no build for the boomers.
There was a feature like that in Warframe as well. Like there was a glitch that everybody found that like you like slide and then so you input something and you go like fucking flying. Like it was really crazy. And then instead of patching it so that they removed it, they just fixed it so that it's like it's easier to do and a little bit nerfed, but they included it in the game. And then so you can still do it, except like it's not as like completely busted.
If it was OP.
But they embraced it and they were like, like the community found this like funny thing. Let's keep it in the game.
Yeah, there's similar thing happened in Fortnite actually when they came out with rocket launchers. People discovered that if you stand by an edge and you shoot under them, the rocket you end up standing on the rocket and you rocket ride, and they just kept that in the game, even though I don't think it was planned.
Yeah, but they didn't like nerf it. They were and they didn't make it easier. Yeah.
No. But my point is, all of this movement stuff in GunZ, and the game itself is free to play. They had a store, and then they had Quest with PvE, and all of these like items with drop rates to get different boss fights. Yeah. All of this feels like a game that could come out today that people would just like devour. As a Steam free to play, if they release it remastered, don't change the case styling at all. Don't make it like a built-in thing. Just have that as a glitch, you know? I think it would do amazing.
Except that the pay to win aspect of it, like
get rid of that.
Yeah, like the guns and the weapons that you would buy were stronger.
Yeah, so that's the only part of it.
Yeah, if you're a real like free to play player, you're like, it's like special to see someone that's like that and do well. Because it's like you could buy all these like items that would make you a lot stronger. Yeah, because we didn't have any money.
No,
but like we
were scared of putting our like credit card info online.
I mean, of course that as well.
This is like 20 years ago, huh?
Also, we didn't have credit cards.
No, but our parents, and they'd be like, "What are you doing?" You know, it's like, it's this Korean website, and they're like,
Also, we wouldn't have like mics yet, you know.
No, we would like call each other and just leave the phone, with like a speaker on, and then it would cost a shitload for our parents.
Yeah. And then my dad would be like, "What the fuck is this bill, man?" And I'm like, "Whoa, man!"
And it says like call time. It says like 2 hours 13 minutes. He's like, "What are you doing?"
And then you know what would be really fun to play again?
What?
Hide and kill. Oh man, we played the shit out of that game.
Yeah.
It's just like load up a custom game mode, and the map is so big that like we would just play hide and seek, and then if you kill, you become the like seeker. I guess
another seeker. Yeah.
So
it would start. It's kind of like infected mode, but you're not running. Well, you do run when you get caught. I think to try to hide.
Yeah. And then you
just There was also like attack and defend.
And that was
like
really
one team
good.
would just stay on mansion.
Yeah,
like they couldn't go a certain length. Like I love those kind of ways that communities do custom games. Yeah, where they just like make something.
I feel like the patience and the like attention span of like gaming community now is not the same. So that nothing like that is ever going to happen again. Like
that's a bold boomer statement right there.
I think so. Like in League of Legends, there was a game mode. The community made called ARAM, all random, all mid. So there's the like 3 lanes in League of Legends, the map, you know? And in custom game modes, there would be like all random, all mid. Everyone chooses a random champion and everybody goes mid.
They just stick to mid, yeah.
And just stick. And you can't back. You can't go back to base. You can't buy. You can't heal.
But they're all following the rules. Yeah, it's not nothing.
And everyone follows the rules. You press random champion one time. That's it. And then everyone loads in the game.
Isn't this your argument that you can do it today?
Because they've now made it a game mode.
Okay.
So they've now made it an actual game mode. It's been a game mode for years. You're
saying the devs ruined it by embracing it.
The devs did ruin it a little bit because everyone in the team can re-roll, and if you're like 5 people who can all re-roll twice, you get a bunch of different champions to choose from. So it's the same exact champion every single game. You're just playing like the same thing. So they did ruin it a little bit. Yeah. And there is a meta, and like
yeah, exactly. You lose a little bit the point of the game where it's like, oh, you end up with this absolutely shit guy who's just
exactly
devoured. Yeah.
And then, but now you can just like choose another one. You're like, oh, I'm gonna reroll. Ooh, this guy rerolled. Oh, I'll take this one. You know, like, oh, let's swap. And then everyone just gets what they want.
Yeah, that's fair. Didn't you have something you wanted to bring up about beef? I've prepared myself.
Yeah. I figured we'd have. Do you want to do beef first, or do you want to do? Okay. So, let's say for something to talk about, I wanted to talk about ideas for beef that we could start, because everyone knows that drama is the best seller.
Yeah, streamers use it all the time.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that makes it sound like I think all streamer drama is fake, which it isn't. But I feel like sometimes you notice. Did you see that clip of the girl who I don't know who this is, but I just saw it on Livestream Fail, where she like allegedly faked getting her camera stolen. Yeah. She starts running, and then she dropped the phone and showed her face.
And it's her picking it up.
Yeah, exactly. And people and like the reason people know that she was trying to fake it and not making a joke is because she ended the stream.
Yeah.
As it happened, because she was embarrassed.
And every time that does actually happen to someone, it goes up on the Reddit and gets tons of views and tons of fucking. So obviously
you don't blame her.
No, I don't. I do. I mean, I do know the streamer, not personally, but she is a serial scammer.
Oh wow!
And like not a.
In fact, I think I read some comments in the post saying like, "Oh, here she goes again, like trying something new."
Yeah, and so it makes total sense for her to do it. She sees that someone does it really pop. It gets like 200,000 views on the clip, and it's like, ooh, I'm gonna do that too. And then like you also get the benefit of like ending stream, and then receiving like all the like pity donos.
Yeah. Okay. Really so she gets a short work day.
Yeah. And you also make extra money. Like you wanna have a short work day and make more money.
Yeah.
Fake someone stealing your camera.
Was that your thing? That's what we're gonna do. Someone's gonna grab the podcast camera and just
both of ours.
Yeah,
that's really good actually. But drama sells. Mm-hmm. Is the thing. There's another guy, another streamer who I've never ever seen before. But then with all this like adept drama, like now he's just like all the time on live stream fails subreddit, and he's like getting it. Like you can sort of see his chat get more active as the clips go up. So like his first clip, there's like 2 people in the chat, and then like now if you see a clip of him, there's tons of people in the chat. But it works.
Yeah.
So, do you have any ideas for beef?
Yeah, if you and I, well, okay. Here's my idea. It's not quite beef. I couldn't think of beef where you and I just say something here. But if we wanted to get our channel noticed, my best idea.
We go. Not like an actual idea. I mean, we are starting beef. We're not doing ideas.
Oh, the point of this is to do it?
No.
Because mine's going to be quite tough.
Okay, go ahead.
We start. We get someone. We pay an investigator to look into when Mr. Beast is doing filmings and stuff, and like where he's preparing stuff.
Yeah.
And then we during times when they're recording, when they're outside and it's like, nobody can leave this circle, and they got the camera crew and everything. We send in drones and drop like money, like thousands of dollars from a drone. Maybe with like a cryptic message attached to it.
Yeah.
And maybe you even go as far as doing some sort of, what's it called? Like an ARG? Is that what it's called? And like a real life treasure hunt, like I think like you do some sort of cryptic message, and then over months you do that. Maybe even not only Mr. Beast, but other streamers and stuff as well. Like you
were trying the same style of
no, different. And then so the people will eat this up rather than just doing Mr. Beast. Yeah. You do that, and maybe he loves that kind of stuff. So maybe he mentioned it. He's like he mentioned, not even in the video maybe, but like he'll mention it at some point, because he'd be like, that was weird. Like someone dropped $3,000 from a drone and then we haven't heard from them. And this is like a month-long scheme. And then we'll go to like a streamer, completely different style. Like someone doing like an IRL stream, like Jake in Japan, or something. what's he called? Jake and Bake.
Yeah.
And we drop something from a drone for him as well. And then at some point, someone's going to start to notice over the year that all these things happening. We record all of this and we've got a plan. And then in the end, we release the video of how it's gone and stuff. And like maybe somebody solves the treasure hunt and they get like $10,000. And that's the whole thing. And I think it would just gain a lot of articles as it's going on. Like somebody's dropping and nobody knows what. People have tried to chase the drone, but like it just went overseas and we just like kill it because like we've got to, we don't even bring it back to us so they can't find. That's going too deep. But that was my idea when I was trying to brainstorm like, but I went big with it. Your question is like, who do we start beef with? And I'm like,
yeah. Because that's kind of like Banksy shit you're starting.
Yeah.
Like, we have to be this like mysterious, like person who does this like really grand gestures.
Yeah.
And that's really, really good. I really, really like it. And it makes me, because at first I thought if we're doing it as like a Mr. Beast, put your hand on the car and the first one to remove your hand loses. It's like you drop the money so that people see it and they're like,
and they'll like, think it's a Mr. Beast thing. So someone might go for it.
Exactly.
They have to include it in the video.
And even we could even not drop money. What if you drop like whatever we decide to call this, bucks.
We're just straight advertising.
We make our own like money, and then it's our faces on it, like George Washington.
People won't respect that. They'll hate that.
I understand, I do agree, but then like they have to make the decision to either remove their hand for the free car or go see what the mystery box is. And then like they open the mystery box.
Taking over the shoot.
It's our thing, our money. And then later we just keep doing it, and then that money they can use for something that we then set up. You know what I mean?
This sounds more like just a video idea that you have.
It's almost but it's because it's beef because we're like interrupting his shoot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but now I just think we're assholes. Like he'll love the idea of us dropping money, and then he'll be like, "That wasn't even ours." Like I could see him just doing a quick up mentioning that. But if we drop like straight up advertising, he wouldn't want to mention that.
Okay, how about this instead? Instead of it's dropping advertising, it drops an invitation, Squid Game style. And the first one to grab the invitation is invited to the island. You know what I mean?
Okay,
where then we do some like
and then we make a TikTok that goes viral for this. Like, did you see this moment in the Mr. Beast latest video? Well, that was us, and we're here with Frida.
We reveal.
We're on the island. We really embrace it.
Okay, we reveal that it's us.
Yeah. Isn't that the point?
No, it's more Squid Game shit, man. Like we're wearing the masks and.
But then, what's the point of this? Isn't the point that? How do we
get
viewers in the end? You lose the plot.
Yeah, I got so excited with your idea. I wanted to start to like spitball ideas. I'm like, ooh, okay. Like, how do we change this aspect of it?
We just leave it. Nobody ever knows. We're just here doing our daily podcast later. Like, nothing's changed for our viewers.
Or $100,000 in debt. And just like no growth. But then when we do reveal that it was us in the island, the Squid Game creators, that's when the channel blows.
No, because that's too late. People have already seen it. They'll just be like, "Oh, it was you." Cool.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It kind of makes us like the kid who interrupted the Game Awards as well.
Oh yeah, I love that you say that. I've written this down here because of this. What do you think of him?
I really dislike the kid.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's trying to do some like. He's trolling for views, and it works. He's also what's his background?
We should make it clear. So this kid who you'll probably know about, who interrupted the Game Awards, said something about Biden. Doesn't really matter. He went up on the stage.
Mm-hmm. Is a video playing here, you think?
Yeah, there's definitely a video playing.
Fuck, yeah, that's nice.
As long as it's not copied. No, it'll be fine. And he, like last week, Kai Cenat's like IRL stream at Disney World or whatever it is with XQC. He shows up first once, and then like Kai makes it clear, like the bodyguard comes and intervenes and stuff, because he recognizes him from the Game Awards and realizes this is like a publicity stunt that he's trying to do. And then he comes later, like disguised, asking for a
Super
selfie.
Mario,
Yeah, which I will admit is funny, But like, I do think that it's this kind of thing to kind of force yourself. I think there's a limit to it. Now, this might sound kind of funny considering I just talked about putting myself in Mr. Beast, but I'm not actually going to do it.
No, of course not. It's funny.
Yeah, exactly. It's a funny idea. I think it starts getting to like this weird forced thing, and it almost starts feeling like stalking, especially when you're like stream sniping someone else and trying to get fame through them.
I fucking hate that. It's like, when the Cyberpunk trailer reveal, I think it was, or something. It was like Keanu Reeves reveal. The guy who yells, "You're breathtaking."
Did he make a thing out of it, or what?
No. It's just like everyone loved it, but I was just like so like annoyed that a guy can interrupt the show and everybody celebrates it, and then like it's a thing now. Keanu Reeves is like, "Oh no, you're breathtaking," and it doesn't even like.
This is quite, you know what? This is quite a controversial opinion of you, I think.
It just encourages people to interrupt more shit.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't the Game Awards kid go up there and be a fucking asshole?
He gets fame,
He's famous now.
Remind me, by the way, there's one more note about him that I don't think you know, which will make it
he's the son of like a billionaire or something.
No, there's something even more to it. But I just want to say regarding what you said about him, I think that the breathtaking thing, like I think for every one guy who interrupts and like does it right and it ends up being an awesome moment, there's like 100 that's just heckling assholes,
Yeah, which sucks.
Yeah, but so here's another example. I mean, Britney Spears, who is it? The first, have you seen this?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, you need to see this.
I have no idea who that is.
I don't even know if that's the original one. I remember seeing another one that was funnier, which I think was the first. This might just be a different perspective, but she laughs for so long and like the music stays paused and then she says it. But then obviously by this video, like it went viral and then people just kept doing it and it became a thing. And I find like it really.
I don't like it.
Yeah, well, I can tell you
right now. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't know. I think it can be fun. I think it's
sure it can be fun. Yeah. Ooh.
But you don't like how it becomes a thing then.
I don't like that it encourages that behavior.
Yeah. You want them to do their performance.
Yeah, like what if the same thing happened in a movie theater? Like every time in a movie theater before the show begins.
Yeah.
And there's a viral video, something really funny happens before the show begins, someone runs and like throws something confetti up in the air.
Yeah.
And it's like, "Oh my god, that's so funny." And it gets like 3 million likes on TikTok. Now everyone's going to be trying to fucking do that and replicate the video. Now I have to suffer in the cinema. The rare times I actually go.
I will agree with you on that. Like, yeah. It's like when people cheer
when the plane lands.
The Avengers or something.
Yeah. Sorry, like I'm a hater. I'm such a hater, but like I would be so fucking pissed if I'm sitting there and
it's an amazing moment. Yeah, it's meant to give you goosebumps.
Yeah, exactly. And then like Captain America with the hammer, and like he says like assemble Avengers, and everyone goes fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I would be so like annoyed because like. Let me enjoy, man.
That's a perfect example because he goes Avengers and it's super quiet, Assemble, and in that moment I would probably get goosebumps, In fact, I did when I watched it. I remember being like, oh shit, like that was a cool moment because in Sweden we don't really cheer, But I've seen clips online of the whole cinema going, yeah, that would ruin it for me. I'd be really like, fuck, but like, can I not just enjoy it?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
People like standing up in the like.
Yeah. People are crying,
I'm like, listen, we're super haters. Like, and I can admit in this specific instance, I think we're a little bit in the wrong because it's like they love the Avengers and Marvel, and they just really want to like celebrate
the moment it's been building.
Exactly, and they're so happy. So like, Really, it's really good for them. It's really good for them. It's really sweet.
Like you spent $25 to sit there and you want the movie.
Like I'm so annoyed.
Yeah,
that's like it shouldn't be okay to interrupt things. Maybe we're wrong in the movie. Okay.
No, we're not, dude. There's no way. There's no way.
Okay, but at least for the "you're breathtaking" thing, I think I hate that type of shit.
I think you're not gonna have many people agreeing with you.
I think I will.
Yeah,
I think I'm right. I think
we'll
usually I'm right. Like seriously, like am I the only one who feels like usually I am actually right?
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think you can be right about this. I think you can just disagree.
I think I'm right.
Other.
I think
you think this is the right opinion factually.
I think so, because every single Game Awards show now for the rest of your life, someone's gonna try to go viral,
make their moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that's like a classic thing today. Everyone's like main character syndrome is huge. You know, everyone thinks that they can.
Exact. Perfect fucking
this
main
is
character
such a
syndrome.
Boomer episode.
But seriously, what happened to just like sitting and enjoying
and just enjoying someone who's currently the main character and not making about you?
Yes,
that's fair. I do agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your idea for causing beef? Is it controversial?
What's the thing about the kid?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
He. Okay. You know what? It'll be better if I show you.
I'll also say just that I see like clips of him on TikTok, and he's just sitting in a room, like in a podcast room, and there are girls there, and he's like, name 10 books, name 10 authors right now. And
I did see that actually. Yeah, he was like arguing with someone.
Yeah, and then the people are just like, what? Like, name 10 books, and then he's like, exactly my point. And then like all the comments are like, W kid, L girl.
This is him years ago.
Yeah.
No, not this. Wait.
Yeah, I know.
This is him.
Yeah.
So it's obviously his thing. This went viral back then.
Exactly. He went viral, and look how fucking happy he is.
Yeah. So I do wonder if his parents. Yeah, it is something. I swear there's something about him having rich parents or something like it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into that because I hate when podcasters like talk about something that's not true, you know, like when they just give the wrong fact. Yeah.
I agree.
So I'm not going to get into that, but it is weird. You know what I will say? He's the fact that he's gotten viral twice.
Yeah.
Is impressive. Like I don't agree with him going around trying to get viral. Like, but if you're gonna do it, he's doing it right. Like he's managed.
Yeah, that's
well.
true. That's true. I mean, he's going to be making a living off of it, I guess. Like he succeeded.
Yeah. But like, I mean, I remember people really respected this. Of course, I respect the message he's saying, but now it makes me doubt what his intentions were. You know.
Exactly right. Because he got a taste of that like viralness.
Yeah.
And then now he wants to sort of replicate and chase it again.
Yeah.
And this is like what he wants to do. So he does, and he succeeds.
Yeah, and here we are talking about him, and he's growing more.
Yeah. Because so many people are watching, and we're just like, giving him this free fucking advertisement.
This unnamed podcast.
Yeah. I know what we're gonna do. I really do.
What's your beef idea?
My beef idea. It's not as like
high budget
developed. Yeah, as yours. But here's what I'm thinking. I was trying to think of the perfect people to beef with. And considering that we're two people, we can't beef with only one person.
Why not? Oh, because we're building.
Because it's 2v1, exactly.
Okay. So you're taking on the sidemen? No,
because they're too big.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Exactly. You have to think about the star power.
Okay.
Now, these guys I have in mind, they got the star power.
Okay.
But views-wise in their videos, I think you and they are on the same level. But they're also really well known. It's just that they're not like, obviously in this like career and industry, you fall off a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm not doing like, oh, they fell off, blah, blah.
But I mean, like I, for example, had way more views 5 years ago when I did Siege than I do now. Like it happens.
Exactly.
It goes up and down. Yeah.
You fell off.
Yeah, I fell off. Yeah.
Yeah. So the guys I want to beef with are also such nice dudes.
Oh my god, you're really building this up.
That it makes us look a little evil, and I like that.
Okay, yeah. You don't mind being a bit of a dick.
No. And if we're beefing with sidemen who people like, or like Logan Paul, people don't like Logan Paul.
Yeah.
So
you think it's too
obvious.
easy.
It's too easy. And also, Logan Paul and Jake Paul are like very fucking famous, man. And
also, if you start beefing with Logan Paul, nobody cares.
Exactly.
So if this is your task of like getting us bigger, that's not going to do anything.
Exactly, because no one's going to care. And we can't punch up and we can't punch down.
So you punch straight ahead.
Yeah. To the nicest dudes, the Yogscast.
No.
That's right, man.
No,
Like, we got our victims, man. But like, I really like the guys as well. And I used to watch, obviously,
you were really into them.
I was really into the Minecraft Shadow of Israfel.
Yeah.
Because it was really
Simon and
unique.
Lewis.
Yeah, with Simon and Lewis. Specifically, Simon and Lewis is who I want to beef. Or who, that's what I would want to beef with. Not I do want. I would want.
Yeah, in this situation, that hypothetical situation. We should make that clear. We're not looking. We're not going to actually do this. Yeah,
completely hypothetical.
Yeah,
and they have when I was watching, at least they had a thing with like Jaffa cakes, and I think they're fucking disgusting. You know,
so that's where you're going to tackle them.
That's sort of that's I think the origin of the beef. Even though I don't want the beef because they're really great guys, I'm sure, and like the stuff that they do for charities also really admirable.
You know what you could do? You could
tell me, please.
You could do if you don't want
to. Don't like exclude yourself in the beef.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
I'm nervous here. I'm like, if you're doing this.
Yeah. You're saving your skin.
You, because it is, as you say, you'd come off as a complete dick. They raise millions and millions to charity every year. And like, they're the nicest
Great guys.
Yeah.
Really good guys.
So the way you could do it and still gain attention, but not have it be as serious, is create a diss track.
Yeah.
And you can mention the Jaffa cakes in it. You could talk about, you could insult them, and people like, I think, have a much higher bar of tolerance if it's rapped compared to if you just sat here like, they fucking fell off, man. But if you're rapping it, then people are like, ooh, nice, And
then they have to respond.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
because that's internet law.
Gangsters. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That is internet law. Oh. Except if that happened to us, would we? If it happened to you, would you respond? Like,
if Simon and Lewis made a diss track about me, of course I would.
Really?
I just ignore it, ban everyone in chat who mentions it. Like, no, of course, that's hilarious.
You make your own diss track and like rap against them as well. That's what I'm talking about.
That's a huge PR opportunity. Like, it's fucking hilarious, dude. Simon and Lewis create a diss track about me. Of course, that's the funniest shit.
Yeah, but okay, what if it's just like someone who's like not as cool and just like
as me,
much smaller channel?
Oh, I see. And it's obviously a publicity stunt.
Exactly, because that's what this is as well.
Okay. Then I think it depends. I mean, if it's killer, then I respect the hustle, and I got to respond.
Yeah, and you can't do any better. So it's like
it's
really good as well. Yeah, like, it goes viral and people love it. You're like,
I'm defeated. Yeah, because at that point, it's probably if it goes viral, then I'm growing from it too, and I'll just be like, you know what?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not even gonna try. Like,
yeah,
but I probably would try anyway. I'd look into hiring someone who's fucking good at that stuff, and then like, high quality. I do like those kind of diss tracks and stuff, like the Sidemen do. Like, I think it's I don't know. Like, I think it's just a fun way of making content.
What if it's boxing? Because that's the thing now.
Yeah.
Box against Simon and Lewis.
I
so sad.
That's so fun though. I could see myself doing it. Like, again, it's fun. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. I think that's the way I would look at it. Like, this is such a fun experience. Yeah. But it would be tough. You have to train for like half a year. Like,
it'd be so sad, man. Like, everyone would be like, what? Box them. They're just like old guys. They're not old, but they're like.
You see them as such like Jerry's from Rick and Morty. Like, you seem to see them as such victims.
No. I see them more like Keanu Reeves of the internet. Like, how can you not like these guys?
Yeah.
Like everyone likes them. Doesn't matter what you think of their content and stuff. Like Like Keanu Reeves is
nice guy.
Not a very good actor, but like everyone loves him.
Yeah, and that's okay.
And that's totally okay. I love Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good point. I don't think people see boxing as such a serious thing, though.
I guess not. But like, what if I get a really good hit on one of them as well?
Like, gives him a concussion.
Yeah, like he really fucking like I punch him in the cheek and he goes spinning in a circle.
Yeah, that would be rough for you. I think. Yeah, that would be really rough for you.
So no one's happy about that.
No, it's a good target to have actually. If we were to do, which we're not, because we're not those guys. We're not looking for beef. It's just a hypothetical. Yeah. No, that's good. Do you want to take the Gears thing? We got to finish on the Gears thing.
Yeah, speaking of hypotheticals.
Yeah. I was really excited about that. Well, I'm not really excited, but at the same time, I also think it's nice as an ending thing, because not a lot of people give a shit about this game.
No.
Enough that there's a series being made, but still. Okay, so I asked Richard, so it's been confirmed. Is it Netflix? I think it's Netflix. And Richard's disappointed about this. We're huge Gears of War fans. The original trilogy is amazing. Cliff Bleszinski, man. Spoiler warning, we're about to discuss Gears of War here, the original Gears of War trilogy. We mentioned certain events that happen in the trilogy. So just letting you know, if you've been waiting to play that for the last 12 years, then there's just a couple of spoilers that are mentioned in the following conversation. Good work to him.
Really, really well done by him.
Yeah, just him.
Yeah. Fuck all those other devs who tried.
And I'd love to talk about Cliff.
Cliffy B, just like when things were getting serious in the dev room, he'd come in and like sit down and like get his laptop out. Oh yeah, that too. Just like he's in the mainframe doing all this shit.
Yeah. Anyway, but this isn't about Cliff. I'd love to talk about Cliff Bleszinski in a future one, because I have lots of opinions about him.
That's one of the first things that you talked to me about when you wanted to start. Oh no!
That was I had a night. We could take that another time. That's a whole other world. But Gears of War is a great deep story, and it's now been confirmed that there's Netflix are making a series. I am gonna double check that. Gears of War.
It is Netflix, because I remembered I wasn't excited to hear that there was a TV series being developed.
Yeah, and just in general,
I want a TV series. Sure, but the fact that it's Netflix makes me disappointed.
Yeah, you'd rather have had HBO?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Maybe even like Prime Video too. Sure.
Yeah. Netflix has a certain look to them, I'll admit. It looks a little...
Netflix also just cancel shows, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking dying.
And do weird shit with like what they're doing with The Witcher. Why wouldn't they just... I will...
No one cares about it, because no one working on it cares except for Henry Cavill, maybe.
What will I do on this podcast if the switch of actors to... Who is it? Liam Hemsworth?
Yeah.
If the switch... if they do it well, I'll do something on this. Like, I won't suck a dick. That's what I was going to say. But like, what can I do? What can I do?
Damn, man.
What can I do?
I'm sure everyone really wanted to see.
I'll suck Richard's dick.
Yeah, on the pod.
What can I do here if it ends up good? Because I would be so shocked. I was about to say something, I'll eat a really spicy, like, chili.
No, because that just, like, ruined the rest of you for the...
Dude, I'll eat, like, what can I eat that's gross? I'll order something and eat it. I'll eat and I'll fry up some, like, ox's balls or something. Isn't that a thing?
Oh, yeah, you could puke. That would be nice. Yeah, I'm
happy to promise that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
let's think on it. Let's think on it. Because we could also like just shave one clean line down the middle of your hair like this. You know?
I'm not very into that one. I'd rather have the balls, to be honest.
Because you would. Wait, but
this is a short-term injury to me to eat balls. Whereas this is like a 5-month commitment if I'm gonna do some line down the middle of my head.
Yeah, then you look like the Dr. Robotnik.
Dr.
Sonic?
Robotnik?
The bad guy in Sonic.
Jim Carrey?
Yeah, Jim Carrey.
But he didn't go for that, right?
Not in the first one, man. That was his origin story. But the second one, he's
just fully bald. War?
No, but he has crazy hair coming out on the sides.
Bro, that's his fucking mustache, dude.
No, dude, the actual Dr.
Yeah,
Robotnik,
I'm looking at him right now. Look at my screen here. This is a mustache.
Oh, shit.
Mind blown.
Yeah, this is such like Mandela effect.
Yeah.
Type shit right now where I'm like, no, he forever.
He has a line down his hair.
I thought he had crazy hair coming up.
Oh, like old man hair, but really
exactly.
Out. Yeah.
Really out. And
why don't you do that and I'll eat balls?
No, because I'm not making any promises.
But you don't believe in them either. You may as well. What are the odds that you come here and go, you know what? They fucking nailed it, switching actor. Like, wow, what a way to
because I already really dislike the show.
Oh, so it's even a lower chance for you to admit it. So you may as well make the promise.
Okay, sure, because I'm probably not even going to watch it.
No, but I will, and then I'll tell you, and then you can tell me if you think.
Yeah,
they did well.
But you also recommend bad shows, man. So like, if you do like it, I'm just going to be like,
you talk about Star Wars Andor.
Bad. No, because Star Wars sucks.
No, but this is, I swear to you, Andor. I'm telling you, man. Dude, Andy Serkis, just for his scenes. You skim a lot. Just skim all the way to episode like 6.
No shot. I'm wasting my time watching fucking Star Wars shit, man.
Telling you, man. Like, I agree with you that Star Wars sucks these days. Well, I've never been a huge Star Wars guy, but Andor is like, it's good. But that's not my point.
Not.
Let's get back to Gears of War.
Yes, let's do that. Yeah.
So Netflix is coming with a series. Whether that'll be good or not, I asked you, we were both going to talk about what actors we'd love to see play the parts. I'm sharing my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
No, but the question you asked me was the worst casting. So that's what I have.
You don't have any good one? I said both good and bad.
Oh, I do have... two good ones, I think.
Let's start discussing good, and then we'll talk about how they can fuck it up.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
So for my good, now for Marcus Phoenix, he's in if they're doing the series from the start of Gears of War, then he's like 30.
Uh-huh.
Now, the only problem with the obvious choice, Dave Bautista, is that he's a little old.
Yeah.
But he's still my choice. I can't.
Me too.
Yeah, he's my choice, and I think they can make him. He's got the muscles for it, and he's just got the perfect look, and he's got that. Yeah. So Marcus Phoenix plays a very damaged character, and so he can't be super quirky. He needs to be a very, And I think Dave Bautista, a few other actors I looked at, and I do have another suggestion that I'll get to. I just think that they're a little too positive. I think we need someone who can play that very serious, almost. It's not like he's fucking walking around emo depressed constantly, but like he's got a very dark vibe.
Yes.
Yeah. So my suggestion there, so I'm giving a little leeway to age in my list here, but it's going to be Dave Bautista as Marcus Phoenix because obviously. I think he's perfect, and he's also said multiple times he wants to do it. Even after the Netflix adaptation got announced, he still said after that he wants to do it.
Awesome, good.
So we'll see.
I fucking love to see this guy kill Locust.
It's I think the cast is like the most important part. So this is like such a. I just have a feeling they'll mess it up. But so then his counterpart Dom. This was a tough one for me, and I'm not sure you'll agree with me on this.
Yeah, I don't have a good one for this. I only have a bad one.
Can I show you mine?
Yes, please. Oh, this is your good one. Show me your good one.
Yeah.
I'm not even looking right now.
Oscar Isaac.
Okay.
If he buffs up, if Oscar Isaac buffs up, I think he would play a good Dom.
Look at him in Ex Machina. Come out here.
Yes. Yeah. Lose the glasses.
He can do it. He can do it.
I think he can do it, and I think he's got the acting for it, like the personality. Like it has to match Dom's vibe. Because Dom was a little lighter to Marcus, wasn't he? He was a little more positive, if I remember. It's been a while since I played.
Yes, so yeah, he's a little more of a hype man.
Yeah, but he's also serious, and I think so. Imagine Oscar Isaac and Dave Bautista. I think they could have. They could. I think they could do the. What do you call it? The chemistry. I think it could be there because that's important. But obviously, Oscar Isaac would need to buff up like crazy. He'd need to stir it up. Gears of War.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I just don't feel is there. Also, I don't know why I don't agree that Oscar Isaac and Dave Bautista have chemistry.
I don't know if they have.
I can't see them.
I could see it.
Oh, you don't think so? I can't see it. I can't see it. Huh? But the casting is really good.
Yeah,
I do think that's because it's not like number one. It's more fun to discuss like household names. Obviously, we could like completely
found this dude. Yeah,
exactly. And like, oh my god, this guy's like he's been in a few shows and he's really good.
Yeah,
because I'm sure there's better casting, but I like that it's a household name. So it's like
I think that's the fun of the challenge.
Yeah, but it also makes me like interested.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, exactly. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. No. Okay, so on to, have you seen my tweet about this? You probably have. On to Baird. This one is my favorite one.
And Alan Richson. This is also my favorite one, but I have a different one just for fun.
Okay. Well, let me introduce mine, and then we'll hear yours. Alan Richson. If he was in Jack Reacher, he plays him really well. Mm-hmm. He's fucking huge. And he has a very sarcastic vibe. I've read some of the Jack Reacher books, and he fit he fit it perfectly. He's like badass, but he's got funny bits and stuff. And he's got the looks for it, and he's got the muscle. I think he'd be perfect as Baird. He's also got the age to match it. Both Oscar Isaac and Dave Bautista are a little older, whereas Alan Richson I think is like in his 30s. So he's 40, so he's a little younger. Maybe Oscar.
But this could also be like Gears of War 3.
He's 43.
Like they could start in Gears of War 3.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like that would be a missed opportunity though, because we need Rom. Perfect season 1 guy.
Yeah, but I mean, just because they're older, like we could, get into Gears of War 3. And then you're also having like the Locust as a villain, and
there's so many stories you're missing out on then though, like searching for Dom's wife and stuff.
Isn't that 3?
Is it Marcus's wife? I mean, it's Gears of War 2. It's 2. 1 is about Rom, and then 2 is about finding his wife.
Is Dom not in Gears of War 2? But
what you're thinking of is Gears of War 3.
But it's the same. Oh, but it's a different. You find her in 2, and then there's a thing in 3. Yeah, I see.
We are talking spoilers here. We'll see. Maybe we'll. Yeah, we'll see. Someone's excited about the show now, and like,
maybe
we'll cut it.
Yeah,
it's fine. It's not
okay.
Yeah. But anyway, so Alan Richson, I think he's got. Now, here's what I think about Alan Richson. I think he would make the perfect Baird because he's got it all and the personality. But you know what? If you dye his hair black, he could make a really good Marcus Phoenix.
Yeah, no.
You don't think so?
No, Marcus isn't funny.
No, but I mean, he doesn't have to be funny. He could play.
But Alan Richson is funny. Like,
yeah. Oh, you think it's a missed opportunity?
Yeah.
Who was your Baird?
My Baird is. I agree that is the perfect one. If someone's going to be playing Baird, it has to be him. Mine is really like an interesting, really different take on it.
I'm ready.
My Baird is Kumail Nanjiani.
Kumail
Nanjiani.
No.
I mean, he's number one. He's fucking ripped now. So he's like, he's not as huge as like the Gears of War guys need to be, but like
he'd make a better Dom, if anything.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? You think he's Baird?
No, I like him for Baird because it's like he can be super like sarcastic and funny, and like he's ripped, and he's good at acting, and like he's doing more action-y kind of roles now with Eternals, and I don't know. I like him for it.
Okay, you've sold him. I don't think he's better than my Baird, but you've sold him.
No, of course not. I don't think so either. I think your Baird's Baird. But
you know what's funny?
I knew it was going to be your choice, so I didn't want to bring the same one.
Yeah, I'm very proud of that. At this point, if they come with anyone else's Baird, I think I'm going to struggle with it. Yeah, like he's really going to have a high bar, because in my head, I think that Alan Richson would make such a good Baird.
Poor him, man. He's just like, Teo doesn't like me, man.
I could see this. You know what's funny though? I would struggle with Baird. To me is so blonde, so having someone who's like fully black haired would be like, like it's.
But we can't have 4 white guys, man.
No,
The diversity.
Well, we wouldn't. We got Coltrane.
Oh, Cole. Yeah. But we can't have 3 white guys.
Yeah, it's true. In a lot of modern shows, they do.
Yeah.
So for Coltrane, the classic over the years has, of course, been.
And this is my good one. Yeah.
Yeah, Terry Crews.
I feel the same way as you would for Baird. If it's not Terry Crews, I just I would
he's
be
the
lost.
perfect like the Coltrane bit. Like he's got all this fucking energy, and Terry Crews has that. He's got the muscle. The one negative side is just like Dave Bautista. He's a little
aged.
older now. He's in his 50s. Yeah, it's the exact same vibe. So I think like our recommendations for Dom and Baird can't work with our recommendations for Marcus Phoenix and Cole. Like it's 2 different cast lines, I think. But I guess this is just in a perfect world if they all matched somehow. They're within, I mean, they're like 50s and 40s. I think they could probably, through makeup and stuff, kind of match. But so here is, if you'd want a younger Coltrane, here is my suggestion. I'm curious to see what you think of this. John Boyega, if he bulks up.
Oh.
If he bulks up. I could see him bringing the energy. He'd have to really bulk up because he's quite skinny last night. In my mind, he's quite skinny. So, the thing is, they have a lot of armor, so I don't think it's a huge concern. Like, they don't need that much. Like, I like if he bulks up. What do you think?
I really like it because John Boyega was one of the only that I liked about the new Star Wars.
He's got charisma.
Yeah, he was maybe the only thing actually that I thought was redeeming about the Star Wars. So I like it. I really do like it. I think.
I feel like there's a but coming.
The thing is, I don't know if I like him better than my guy.
Oh, is this okay? So you have one for Coltrane.
Let me just double check his name. My guy, Sam Richardson.
I recognize his name.
He has the. I feel like his look has the like that cockiness and cockiness and jolliness that Cole has.
Yeah, because Coltrane's a little like he's quite big in the face.
Yeah, and he's a little bit like he just looks the part better, and I feel like he's a bigger guy as well. So like
I like this.
So, and John Boyega might be a little on the small side.
I like it in the terms of like looks. I wonder about his acting. He always plays kind of a weird guy. I feel like it. I think I've just seen him as a comic relief a lot. That I'm kind of like,
he's very funny.
Yeah,
and he's really good at doing what he does.
Yeah,
but that's why he needs to branch out a little bit to like to something that's more.
Sam Richardson.
A little more like authority.
Here we go. Yeah. Okay, that's like a sex scene. Okay. Oh, there's just straight up balls here. Right,
shit. Yeah.
Hey, whoever's editing
Jesus
this,
Christ,
make sure you don't include my screen.
The fucking balls. Holy shit, man.
Yeah, but I could see it. I think I like it more than mine.
I think I like it more than yours too, man. Not just because it's mine, but
we both came with really good people, though.
Your Baird is untouchable.
Yeah, I think Netflix, please talk to me. Like I've got great ideas. Like I think that's the one where it's perfect.
Yeah, and Baird and Cole are like such a duo that
they have to match.
I can see him with Alan Richardson.
Yeah.
And I can't see Boyega
Alan
having
Richardson.
that same synergy with him.
Yeah, true. Yeah. And you need that big energy from Coltrane, and I think he's got it. What a good cast, though.
Yeah.
So we got Marcus Phoenix. Dave Bautista. We got Oscar Isaac. We got Alan Richardson.
Sam Richardson.
Yeah, Sam Richardson. Yeah. Good work.
You know what? I will be disappointed if we don't see any of these guys. I don't think we will, because I think
we're gonna get more no-name people.
I think so. I don't think that they're gonna give us Batista.
What I will say, I think he's too late. Yeah, he's too old. If they're gonna do the whole story, then although if they can make him look younger, he's the perfect age now for the later parts of like the Gears 4, Gears 5. If they're gonna go that far.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones, man.
Yeah, if they can do that, they can do anything.
Yeah, but they have that fucking Spielberg budget.
Yeah,
like I don't think that they have the budget for the Netflix series.
Won't put that much in. Yeah,
I
hope we don't
get
the Halo series vibe. But
no, we're going to 100%.
Last of Us vibe. Yeah, we'll see.
Like one of them is gonna
big enough, perhaps.
One of them is gonna be like falling in love with the Locust Queen.
Yeah,
and like it's gonna be a fucking nightmare train wreck, dude.
Before we get to the bad cast, I also wrote who I think should play the very first Carmine. So for those who don't know, throughout the Gears games, there's these Carmine brothers, and they're just notoriously known for dying. Like that's just what happens with them. And the first Carmine soldier, it's like a common soldier in the army that you get to know. Who
young
dies.
Guy who's like it's for his first time out.
Asa Butterfield.
Show me.
From Sex Education.
Yeah.
Because he's meant to be kind of a smaller guy, and he's meant to be a little higher pitched talking, and like it's meant to be a little like. I could see him bringing, because they want to bring emotions. I could see him playing that well, and like
he's also Ender's Game. Ender Game, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so he has done like a little bit of something that's like
it's more serious,
exciting action.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
I could see he's my pick if I were to pick a Carmine.
Yeah, my initial reaction is like no, because he's such a lanky kid. But
that's okay. They have armor, and it's like,
but my I like it.
But you don't love it.
I don't love it.
No.
I think a lot of people will probably be like, Tom Holland should be Carmine. But then I'm also like,
that's such a waste.
No, I think it's good because I don't want Tom Holland in it.
Oh yeah, it's perfect. Yeah,
just like he's in it, it's fun. Like and then he dies.
Use him in marketing, and then he's out.
Yeah, exactly. It's like in the first couple episodes he's gone.
And then Rom, I also wrote.
Yeah.
And for that, I just think Andy Serkis. Like he just does so much good motion capture, and I think he could just do it well. Like he did. So like he doesn't have to be this. Like he did King Kong, for example. Like so he could do these bigger presences quite well, I think. So I think that's just like it's quite a boring one to discuss, but I think like
he's King Kong.
Yeah. What did I say?
Oh, King Kong. You said King Kong.
Oh yeah, I think he is King.
I thought but I know that he's Caesar in Planet of the Apes. But I didn't know he was King.
Yeah, he is in the Peter Jackson one.
Huh.
Peter Jackson portrayed Lumpy and Kong, motion capture and voice in Peter Jackson's King Kong.
Okay.
I think he could do that bigger presence. I think that would be perfect.
I mean, yeah, sure. I don't have a good choice for
so
Rom.
tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good transition to the bad though.
Yeah.
Because what they're gonna do is have him just be human. They're gonna have it. They're not gonna completely, because General Rom, you wouldn't see who it is in the game. If it was played like it's a fucking alien face, but what they're gonna do is they're just gonna have him with like bad skin. Or, like I could see it. You could see the actor. And I wrote for General Rom. We could start with that for bad. Daniel Craig, and you see that it's him.
Kind of disagree.
You think it would be good?
A little bit. I mean, I don't want it to be a human Rom.
I know what you mean. Yeah. If like it, I know what you mean. When I wrote it down, I did vibe with it a little. Like,
yeah. I kind of like it, man. Like, like he's done playing Bond, and
he's exploring a lot of stuff right now.
Exactly.
Like, he could have fun with
time.
it.
Yeah.
I could see him having fun with it. All right. Well, maybe
like,
okay. Well,
he has like a really ripped body, and like he has like a good voice.
Yeah. They give him some makeup. All right. Well, he's on my good list then. If they go human.
Yeah.
Like you can see who it is.
I mean, like, to not do the like a super obvious bad one.
Mm-hmm.
This is the most obvious bad one that I have. Okay. The worst one would be Will Ferrell. He has the height, and he's big for Rom. he's big. He has the height. He could probably like CGI the thing, but then he would open his mouth and maybe do some like say some line, and it would just be like
they'd fully give General Rom humor. They would fully give him jokes. Like I could totally see them giving
so
him
as well.
jokes.
Yeah. It would be like a Marvel type of thing. Yeah. Oh my god, that would be like my nightmare if they just go like Marvel route type of like
everything needs to be funny.
Exactly, like kind of a comic relief of sorts.
Yeah,
but because they could hide him in CGI and like motion capture. Like I don't think he'd do a bad job at just being like a big bad guy.
Just to be clear, the challenge for the bad casting wasn't the worst you can think of, but more like the worst you can think of where you can still see Netflix doing it, like realistically worse.
Well, yeah, for some reason he's like, oh, I really want to be a part of this project, you know, but then he yells something at Will Ferrell.
Yeah, just Will Ferrell and everything.
You just hear like a shout, and you're like, oh, like, who is that?
Yeah.
But that's my most obvious ones.
If they were to give him General Rum make him a little comic relief, if they were to, then that's a good choice.
So it's good.
No, I hate it. I really hate it.
Yeah.
Who's your Marcus Phoenix?
My bad Phoenix?
Yeah.
He's Vin Diesel. Because he has like the burliness so and he's good. Like I can see him in the bandana and like he has this bald head. Yeah. And he of course does a ton of action.
Yeah. He's never worn a bandana.
Wait a minute. What? He's never worn a bandana? Dude, what? I mean, this is just like...
All right, no, he's a really good bad one.
Because he does a lot of action stuff too. So like...
like realistically, I could see it happen.
Major star power, and they want to cast the main person.
It's like if they don't get their hands on Dave Bautista.
Yeah. And they're like... we need someone younger.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel.
No, that's really good. Do you want to do your whole cast, or should we do? Because I have my bad, Marcus.
Yeah, do your bad. Do your bad.
Liam Hemsworth.
Again, Netflix just use him like.
Yeah.
You know who next you're gonna play. You're gonna play.
Totally, I could totally see them doing this. He's got the beard, and he's got if he bulks up and he's got the big armor on him, I could see them doing it. He's in with Netflix now, and they're struggling, you know, and they're like. Well, The Witcher's gonna fucking crash. Why don't we get him for? It is Liam Hemsworth, right? In The Witcher.
Yeah.
It's not one of the other brothers. Yeah. Yeah, that's my bad one.
The thing is, your bad one is good because it's realistic. They like.
That's what I was trying to do. Yeah.
Like The Witcher fell, and like we have him on the contract. Let's use him for.
Yeah. That's what made me think of Daniel Craig because
they could also make him Baird, man. Like,
yeah.
And honestly, I don't hate that.
You're gonna hate who I have for Baird.
We'll get there.
Gonna
hate who I have for Baird.
But Daniel Craig was my Netflix connection as well with Glass Onion. See it happening. Okay. Anyway, who's your Dom?
My Dom he's a little too big for Netflix.
Okay,
but I could see them. They need someone who's a little bit on the like ethnic side.
Okay, yeah, of course. Because Dom is he's Latino.
From some. I mean, it's not Earth, so there's no like Latino.
No, yeah, true.
Yeah, but we get it. We get it. Jason Momoa is like the biggest sort of like ethnic name, and he's like the biggest Dom. Guy as Dom.
Does he have long hair?
No, I think he's cut his hair. He's cut his hair as well now, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
So look at the picture there. It's on the. I'm trying to point on my screen that you fucking see me. He has glasses down left.
This one?
It looks like Dom.
You know, a little bit. A little bit. It's a good bad choice. I would hate it.
Yeah. Would I hate it?
You start liking it.
I mean,
I saw
so much
that
like
fucking Wonderland movie that's on Netflix with him.
Oh yeah, oh my god.
I watched 20 minutes and then gave up. It was so bad.
It's on Netflix?
Yeah. And he
plays even advertised.
He plays it as if he's Johnny Depp, but it's just not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I watched like 30, 40 minutes, and then I was like, no, this is not. Like it's like he watched Johnny Depp in all of his movies 100%. And then like did an average Johnny Depp acting thing, and it just doesn't work. It was good. And his like jokes never hit. Again, I didn't watch the whole movie, but yeah.
It's a good connection.
Yeah, thank you. And I think that's why I'm against. That's why I'm just like because now that movie kind of ruined him for me.
Yeah, but I feel like they need to make it obvious that he's not a white guy. You know, Netflix would be like, we have to make it obvious that he's like.
Isn't Jason? Well, where's Jason Momoa from?
From. You like. I don't want to.
I thought I would have said Hawaii. I don't.
I mean, I think that's where he's from.
Where he from? Native Hawaiian ancestry, and his mother is of German, Irish, and Pawnee heritage. Yeah.
The most white people. Yeah. Well, but he doesn't look it.
No,
really.
No. Yeah,
but it's still enough for
he
people
could work.
Who want. Yeah, and then he has the massive star power as well.
Yeah.
So it's like he's one of the main leads. It's like
yeah.
And Liam Hemsworth.
Do you want to hear my Dom?
Yeah.
I could see Netflix doing this because they need to diversify. Michelle Rodriguez.
Oh no!
Admit it's good though. Yeah. Admit it's good.
Yeah, that's really
because I could
good.
see them going like, we need more female leads, and because Gears of War,
I'm into, man. Okay.
Yeah. I don't personally like it when Hollywood does this thing where they I think sometimes it works when like, so some stories I don't think it matters if someone's a guy or girl, and if they switch it I'm like but Gears of War is like this like story about two like basically brothers who go through this experience of like finding their wife and stuff. It's such like I think that there's such a focus on it being these men that I wouldn't agree with it in this case. And I could totally see Netflix being like, we need some female leads in this, which I respect. And I could see them changing Dom to a woman.
That's really spicy. Really spicy and really good. Really good. Because it's also the name Dom as well fits in like a for a female. You just like which thing it's like, oh, that's Dom, you know? It's like, oh. Yeah. And instead she finds her husband. That's really good. But
they could make it work, I'll admit, but I wouldn't agree with it. Because I want the Dom and Marcus Phoenix kind of brotherhood that I enjoyed in the original story. Like I'd rather have them just add a female character than change one of the ones. I think they can make that work a lot better than just fully change an existing one.
I totally respect that as well. I'll say that. I'm against it. I'm against it.
Against what?
I'm against putting changing
genders of characters of the source material.
Yeah. Well put. But and it's no offense to Michelle Rodriguez as well, but it's just like she's exactly her character.
Typecast.
Exactly. Yeah, she's typecast as fuck. So it's like it makes sense, and like I can see them doing it. And
exactly. It's in the spirit of the whole find a bad choice that seems realistic. I feel like I could, if they were to change Dom, Michelle Rodriguez would be on their list of people they're considering.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're really good at this.
You're impressed.
Yeah.
Who's your Baird?
My Baird is an obvious one. It's someone who's typecast as that guy, actiony, funny dude, Chris Pratt. And they put him in everything. He's just like the same guy every movie.
He ruined Jurassic Park movies for me. Like the Jurassic Worlds, I wouldn't mind. I think even though they're quite bad, I find them entertaining. But his stupid fucking hand out like this to dinosaurs, always like this.
And then they come up and
they sniff.
Smell this.
Yeah, and then they run. It took, and I've talked about this after the first Jurassic World and the second, how tired I am of it. I finally watched the third. It took like 12 minutes, maybe not even that. for him to reach out his hand at a dinosaur and be like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah. He's the dinosaur whisperer.
Yeah, and like the first one, the whole point of it was that that's his move with the raptors that he's raised, you know, and that he has a connection and he's taught them, you know. But now in the third one, he's just doing it to all dinosaurs.
Everything is tameable.
Yeah, everything. Like he'll literally do it to this like killing machine, and it'll just be like, oh, okay, yeah, you're right, and just run away. Like, and it's just mind. And I don't think he has any charisma. I think he has charisma, but it seems so fake now because it's always the same to me. Like, there's just something about him. I don't enjoy him in movies.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I've been putting aside like whatever, like the rumors about, you know, how like his church is a bad church. Yeah. Even putting aside all of these things, it's like
just him as an actor.
Yeah, you can't just put him in everything all the time and just be like, it works. Yeah. Oh my god, he's done it again, guys.
Yeah. It makes it quite boring.
Yeah,
I could see him being cast as Baird. I don't think he makes a good Baird at all.
No, but they need a funny blonde
He'd
white
also
guy.
hate being a side character.
Yeah, that's the only reason I don't think they would do it. They don't have enough money to, unless it's like, you know, there's a game where Baird is the main.
True. Yeah, they make that into.
So it's like,
spin-off.
Chris, eventually you're gonna have a spin-off, man. Yeah. And then he's like, all right, I'll take the spin-off.
My Baird is Joe Keery. You know who?
Yeah.
I could see them going with him. He's got the sarcasm. If he and then he'd need to bulk up, and you know he's got this big armor on him.
He's too skinny.
Yeah, but if he bulks up and he's got big armor on him, I don't hate it, and I see them going with it. Yeah,
you know, he's a better Carmine.
Yeah, because he's likable.
Yeah,
he'd be a good Carmine.
But then you see him and he just like,
that's not the point of his list, man.
That's true.
Too much star power. They'd make him Baird.
For the good list, put him on for Carmine. I like him better than your other one.
Okay, yeah, sure.
But he's too young and like yeah.
But I could see them going with that younger feel, you know.
You did well with the like find Netflix.
Yeah,
they're guys.
Yeah,
and like they use them again because like, we have these guys. So yeah. I think it's bad because of how old he is as well. Like you can't put Timothée Chalamet there, you know. You can't put Tom Holland either because they're like young kids.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I thought they were too big.
Yeah, but I don't hate it as much as you thought I would.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Oh.
I feel like I did quite good on this challenge.
Yeah, you really did. Well, it's going to depend on your Cole because we might have the same Cole.
Who's your Cole?
My Cole's The Rock.
And he's best buds with Baird, who's played by Joe Keery. Just this huge age difference.
Yeah. So I thought yours was. I was thinking like we're gonna have the same Cole for The Rock is like the worst choice they could ever make. But since you're going more low key now, it makes sense that you didn't choose The Rock. But I thought you were going to. So my backup is Kevin Hart.
I don't hate it.
Really? Like,
he's got the humor. He needs to be Coltrane's the comic relief. Like I can see him.
And Kevin Hart, it would make sense to give it to a comedian.
Yeah.
And
Coltrane isn't always. He's enough side character that I could see Kevin Hart doing it just for fun because it's not that many. Like he's not on the screen all the time like Marcus Phoenix.
Yeah, and I think he's more down to do something very low key. I don't know.
Yeah, he was a neighbor on Modern Family for a few episodes. Like,
exactly, but that was way before his fucking explosion of fame. So
I was kind of in the middle of it. I think actually it was like season 4, season 5.
Okay.
My Coltrane isn't him. My Coltrane is Daniel Kaluuya.
Oh, he's not funny at all. Like he's a really fantastic actor.
Yeah, he's really, really good. I could see them going with him. I don't think it would work well.
No, I think he's too successful. Like he does too.
Says the guy who brought in The Rock.
Yeah, that's true. But I think he has too much of a good career going that like he doesn't have to choose to do this. He can choose to do something that he's really into, and that's really like telling a much better, deeper story.
He does scream to me the kind of actor who does passion projects.
Yes.
And he does them well.
Yeah, really well.
Yeah. But I could see it. You know, he's the right age for someone who played Gears of War when those games came out. So like if Netflix came to him, he might be like, fuck yeah, I love Gears, you know?
Doesn't seem like a
gamer?
Gamer.
Yeah, Daniel Kaluuya, gamer. Here we go, baby.
You know who I had in my list as well for Marcus as bad? Gerard Butler. Even though he could do something in it.
He's one of those classics you see on YouTube videos back in the day where they talk about who would be good casting. He was one of them.
Oh, yeah. But that's after doing like 300.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh man, I would love to see
that guy
more.
It, though.
But he could do something. Like put him in the
movie.
A
general.
Yeah, put him. No.
Who's the general? Who's that guy that they talk to every now and then? He also ends up.
Then he has to be older than like, you know.
No, dude, Gerard Butler could play that now. He's quite old. Like he could play that kind of like experienced general.
But if someone's old, wouldn't you rather have Sylvester Stallone? Huh?
Ooh, actually perfect. No, actually perfect. Yeah, he'd love that. Yeah.
It's just like it's a small role, you know. Like if he's still acting, I don't know. Maybe he's
playing he's in a series right now on something. It's about like a mafia thing. I don't know much about it, but he's in a show. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought that was
the main character.
But I
saw an article where he talked about how he doing shows is a lot more work than he expected. It kind of screamed to me contract negotiations. You know when actors come out and they're like, I don't know if I'm going to play more Spider-Man, even though you looked like 2 months ago and they're like, I love playing Spider-Man, you know? And then it happens to be at the end of contracts, you know? And then it's like, blah, blah, blah's re-signed. And then suddenly everything you read is just like, I love playing Spider-Man. So this Sylvester Stallone interview where he's like, it was very tiring. It screamed to me that he's trying to negotiate his new contract.
And this would just be like a smaller role, you know? And he's like, he's in it. He's in some of the like
4 episodes.
Yeah, he's a little bit likable, and like
they could film all the scenes over a weekend.
Exactly, man.
Yeah. It keeps cutting back to him like, "Get out of there, Marcus!" You know, it's just those kind of things. Like, and then there's one big scene where he's in action and dies.
Yeah,
sure, perfect, perfect. We've got it.
Okay, so Marcus, Batista, obviously.
Yeah.
Not super happy with Oscar Isaac, but I also am happy. You know what I mean?
He's a tough role, but I also think he's an easy one. I think a lot of people could become him. He's a very straight shooter, I think.
Yeah.
I can see. We'll go with Oscar Isaac.
Cole, in our dream world, Terry Crews.
Yeah.
But it could go to Sam Richardson.
Yeah.
Baird, our dream world, Alan Richardson.
Oh, perfect.
From Andy Serkis.
Or Daniel Craig.
Yeah, or Daniel Craig. And Judge...
Joe Keery.
No. Old man general.
Oh, yeah. Sylvester Stallone. And then Joe Keery as Carmine.
That's Carmine. Yeah, exactly.
Well really done, Toss. It's honestly... And now we'll see. I think there's a chance that one of these are true. Wouldn't it be amazing if it comes out and like 3 of these are on the cast and we're like, what?
I would actually genuinely be like shocked that and consider like realistically consider that they watched this and they were like, who's that? And ooh, this guy's good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That was good. I'm pleased with that.
You have any closing remarks for the show, man? How are you feeling?
Feeling good. It's nice. It's fun. It's good talking. And I look forward to doing more of these. I've got enjoy more random conversations, I guess is my closing remark.
Because when we first, I mean, it's no secret that we've been doing, we've started a podcast before.
Yeah, many years ago.
Yeah, but then it was more of a me initiative. Like,
was it
coming like thinking of things to talk about and like
Oh, really? I don't remember that. Yeah, no, you're right, actually. Yeah.
Especially the colder milk one that we did.
We only did 2 for the colder milk one.
No, we did 1.
Oh, even just 1, yeah.
Yeah, but then I wasn't super into it.
No, me neither.
Whereas now is like, this is also like a very you initiative, like, and you know, so I think speaking on the like success of, in that way I feel it's different, because it's like, because now you're very into it as well, whereas like in the past I felt like I was the one really into it, and you were like happy to participate.
I guess the colder milk one, I remember we just did it live and it felt kind of like
yeah.
But the ones that we used to do at your place where I brought beer and stuff, that was fun. I really enjoyed that.
That was fun, yeah. But then again, it was more like you were participating in the thing, and
we have a very quick way of doing this as well by doing it online like this.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah. Well, film like IRL episodes for special ones.
Yeah. We'll get watch. Something happens. This is the only episode that goes on.
Yeah, we can never think of like a name for it, so like we just end up not doing anything.
Yeah. No, it's good. Do we have an outro? What do we say?
No outro, man. Just thanks for watching and come to the next one.